Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm so glad you clicked on the video. Well, I'm doing things a little bit different. I wanted to shake things up, and I had a stamp and cutting die set from Spellbinders, and when I saw this, let me remove this here. Okay, when I saw this, I thought, gosh, I know what this is a universal stamp and die set. Okay, it has, this is the stamp set. Okay, it's called Infinity Trees, and then it also has 4 dies. It'll cut out the trees in different patterns, and then it has 2 of the trunks that you can add to it. I immediately thought, okay, well, I can probably make a birthday card with this, so we're going to stretch our supplies and create a birthday card and a Christmas card using the same supplies. The oxide inks that we're using today are fossilized amber, tumbled glass, twisted citron, carved pumpkin, and kitsch flamingo, but any kind of inks you have would work. Okay, I just thought these were bright and cheery. I'm also bringing in liquid pearls. We have this die set for our backgrounds. This is the nested postage labels and tag die set from Spellbinders, and I'm bringing in a very old stamp set, but they still have it in the shop. This was meant to go with a little froggy, but I really like the cloud in here, and then there's some greetings in here that I think I can get away with Christmas and birthday, so we'll use this. Let's do a little bit of stamping. For the most part, I think today's card is going to be pretty quick. Okay. First, we're going to take this tree. I'm going to stamp this with my kitsch flamingo. Maybe we'll just use a block. Sometimes blocks are just easier. Okay. We'll just ink this up here. We're going to stamp this one next. And for this, I'm going to use my carved pumpkin. My next image will be this one. And we'll stamp this with my twisted citron. Now these are all the large trees. Now for the small trees, I'm going to use the same colors. We're going to stamp the stripes here with the same, since we have citron out, twisted citron out, we'll just stamp these. Okay, I'm actually going to do another stripe, but this time I'm going to use my fossilized amber. Okay, we'll put this back, and then I really like the bubbles in here, so we'll take the bubbles, and I'm going to bring back my kitsch flamingo. We'll stamp this little bubble images here. And then using the same stamp, we're going to stamp with carved pumpkin. And I'll put this back. Now with this stamp, that's all we're going to use. So I'm going to put this back, and then I'm going to use the coordinating dies, and I'm going to cut out each one of my trees. And again, this is going to be for both of the cards, okay? And then while I'm at it, the die set does have the little tree trunks, and I'm going to take the largest one, and I'm going to cut it out with some of my Spellbinders Fog cardstock. We'll do this 3 times. Okay, we'll start with our trees. I'm just going to add a little dot of glue at the top of each one of our tree trunks. And then we're going to add one to each one of these trees. And then I will pop these up with some foam tape. I'm only going to put one because I'm probably going to tuck them. So with one foam tape I can tuck. Okay. That's going to be one card. For these, we're going to turn into banners. So they're not going to be trees, they're going to be banners. And that's what I saw when I saw that stamp set. I am going to add a little bit of glue to the very top of each one of these. Okay, and then I'm bringing in some black and white baker's twine. Any kind of twine you have would work. Okay, let's start with one. And I'm going to add it to the top of my trees. Actually, technically it's the bottom of my trees. Okay, and then we'll grab our next one. Maybe we'll go green next. This may take a little bit of time to dry, so I'll put these to the side and put foam tape behind them. That's what it looks like. I just put it on one of my backing sheets. We'll put these to the side. Those are going to be basically my focal point. Now we're going to work on our background. That is where the postage edge comes in. I love this set because it has stitch detail and then it has the postage edge. And we're going to use both today. Okay, I'm going to cut out the largest, one with white cardstock, and then I'll do the other one with some of my Spellbinders fog, which is a gray. Okay, that's going to have a postage edge. And then I'm going to take the first largest stitch detail. I'm going to cut this out with white cardstock. And then we'll take the next size stitch rectangle and I'm going to cut out a panel with this. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to take my fog postage edge. Actually, I need to fix my card base. Let me trim this off a little bit. This will go here to here. Lovely. Okay, and then we have this piece. This piece we're going to do some stamping on. Now for this card base, I put a piece of an A2 panel of fog cardstock on it. Okay, and then this is going to go layered here, but we're going to actually do some stamping on here. But I need a guide, so that's where this stitched panel comes in. I'm going to flip it over because I don't want pencil mark on it. But I'm going to line it up here. Okay, and then just very lightly, I'm going to use a pencil and I'm going to mark the rectangle here. Okay, like so. Yeah, and we're going to stamp on both of these using tumbled glass. Let's bring back our Jump for Joy stamp set. And for this one, I thought we would add some clouds in our background. We're going to make a landscape style for this card. Okay. Let me bring in an acrylic block. Okay. Let's add some clouds in our background. Wonderful. I think that will work. Now using the same cloud die and the same ink, there's a scalloped edge on the bottom of the cloud. Let me show you. Okay, this one here on the bottom here. This is actually like a silver lining. And I guess you could use this one too, but I'm going to use the bottom of the cloud here. Okay, and we're just going to ink this up, but I'm going to flip it around so it's upside down. And I'm going to go along the edge of my pencil mark. Let me show you, like this. Okay, and I'm just going to continue along the edge here. Now I'm going to take this and using the same die that we used for this, I'm going to cut this out. Okay, so I'm just going to line this up There we go. I'm going to take this, I'm going to glue this down to my card base. And with this panel, I'm going to pop up with some foam tape. Now we're going to stamp our greetings. For this card, there's some curved ones. I'm going to stamp Enjoy Your Birthday. And I thought this would look cute around the clouds. Stamp Enjoy Your. I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair. And I'm going to follow along the curve of the cloud. We'll stamp that there. We'll put this back, and then we're going to add birthday. We'll put birthday over here. Wonderful. And then, so this is going to be my birthday card. And then for this one, I thought a great greeting would be, hope your day is pure magic. Because I believe in the magic of Christmas. So I thought that would be a great greeting for this card. So I'm just going to ink this up. And I'm going to stamp this on the bottom here. Wonderful. Now I popped this up with foam tape, but I filled the entire background with foam tape, so I knew I could stamp on it. But technically, you probably would want to stamp your greeting before you put foam tape on it. But those are our greetings. Okay, and then using my Distress Oxide inks, using Kitsch Flamingo, I'm just going to add a little color here. Using my carved pumpkin, we'll do the same. And then fossilized amber, I'm going to do a little bit of a bigger place down here on the bottom. Okay, and then I'm also going to do my twisted citron here. Now I'm doing this because I have a star punch. If you have a star die, you could do the same thing. But star punches are always nice to use. And I'm going to punch out some stars here. I'll do 3 of these. So I have pink, orange, and green. And then I'm going to do 3 yellows. And then I'll pop all of these up with some foam tape. We're going to start with our Christmas card, and we're going to do our layering with our Christmas trees. There we go. And then I'm going to add my stars to the top of them. Okay, and then for this one, I haven't put this on my card base yet because I wanted to wrap the twine around the back. So I tied a little bow here, and I'm going to add a glue dot and attach that bow. Wonderful. For our birthday card, now we have our stars. These are going to work great as fillers for any areas that I need to add a little extra filler to. Just a few little extra stars, because we're going to actually add some of them, our liquid pearls. Okay, so that one is done for the most part. I do want to finish this one up by adding some twine to this. So I'm going to bring in my twine, and I'm going to wrap it around the bottom here. And I'll tie a bow off to the left. We're going to bring in I have coral, sage, and ballerina. And we're just going to add some dots to the coordinating colors. Just a few. For this one, I'm going to bring in, I don't have yellow, but I do have bisque. So I'm going to add some bisque to this one. I think that's a pretty close yellow. And lastly, I'm bringing in my diamond stickles, and we're going to add it to the stars. And there's my Christmas card. Got a little sparkle and little textures. So cute. Using the cloud stamp in a different way. And then we have a fun little birthday card. A little extra sparkle and textures. 2 cards using the same supplies. We got a Christmas and a birthday, and I hope this gives you a little bit of inspiration. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.